say what they have like a write-up on that?
Yeah, well, they just talked about how badass Marvion Overshown is.
Okay.
I was kind of looking for my name in the credits there, but it didn't pop up. Still, that's impressive.
All right, so you said that I picked CBS, which might have the Cowboys the lowest, yet so far, that's the one where the Cowboys were ranked the highest.
You're right. So will this change your stance on CBS?
No, I never will. If Nick 17, the Eagles beat up the Packers, y'all are so biased.
Eagles beat up the Packers.
I mean, we
My
didn't make
surprise.
this list.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Literally nothing. I'm sorry for shouting. I know I do that. Whew. Nobody said anything about the Eagles thus far in this segment. How are we biased?
Did you not point out where the Eagles were on the list?
No, we hadn't even gotten to that
Good
yet.
team.
You said that the Ravens
Oh, that's true.
were 0-1, and that the Eagles were behind them.
That's true.
At 1-0.
Eagles were 8 on a list from CBS Sports. And if you haven't been listening the first 5 minutes, I feel like I've let my feelings known about how I think parts of this list are stupid.
You know what, Kevin? I think the reason that they're saying we're biased about the Eagles is because we had not mentioned the Eagles as a top 5 team. So, yes, you're correct. Nobody said anything about them. And that's why we're biased, because we left them out.
I said, first of all, once you get your business registered to Texas,
I agree. These
You get an
lists are
EIN
based on lazy results-based analysis. Yes!
Hold on. Josh Allen scores 4 touchdowns pretty much on his own. Leads the greatest comeback this year.
Against a team that nobody thinks is going to be good.
Hold on. You think they think in Arizona they're not going to be good?
Let's be honest.
All right, let's call Gambo up. We got a friend named Gambo that works in Arizona. He
You
works in
cannot
Phoenix.
tell me there's not a decent contingent of Arizona people who are like, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
Well, I mean, that was the Rangers 2 years ago, right? We were like, look, we get it. They're at some point, they're building something.
Yeah.
We signed a Grom. We got this Seager kid. It could work out. And then all of a sudden, we win a World Series. I get what you're saying.
All right, now to go along with this, we did get a more serious text from the 913. Hey guys, I actually didn't know this. Today is National Suicide Prevention Day. So prayers for those. I'm sending prayers for those who are struggling with thoughts of suicide. Thank you for helping us get through tough
work for
days
myself.
with your sports talk. And that is one of the. This is going to sound weird. That's one of the cool things about the remotes that we do is you get to
Aren't
have
you at work? Are
conversations
you at
that are
work?
more than like a text
Senor
blurb or this and that. Like you get to have real conversations with real people.
you in Sedan?
They've definitely shared those
Well,
thoughts with us
I work.
before, and I appreciate the
I work for
openness
myself. I
very,
work
very
wherever I'm
much.
at.
I hope you feel like we've been open with our lives as well. And
I don't need to be in a building to work.
I've said this a million
Answer the
times.
phone,
I've got so many people on my
emails.
phone that fit this description. If you have no one to talk to, like I'm not doing a bit right now. If you feel like you have no one to talk to, text us, hit us up in the YouTube chat. I will give you my number. I will talk with you for sure.
Kevin, you know, me personally, I was impacted by suicide in the 4th grade when my best friend on my street
I'm not in the business of
killed
fooling
himself.
people.
There was later a song written about it by Pearl Jam called Jeremy. He was
I wonder how many people didn't know that.
He was my best friend that I knew at the time. And unfortunately, my son, Avery, had a situation where he had to talk a girl through it while she was locked in her bathroom, and the police had to bust down the door and help her. He saved her life. We were up until 3 o'clock in the morning that night doing the most we could. And unfortunately, last week, the same thing happened to my son Carter, where a girl said that she had cut her wrist. And immediately, like, it was almost bedtime for us, and immediately I jumped up and I said, hey, we have to do this right now. We have to take care of these things right now. My wife understood, and my son didn't quite understand why. I take it very seriously. I know that place is a dark place. I know it. And I hope that anybody that has that moment seeks and finds the help that they can get. We love you. We're glad you're here today, and we're going to be glad you're here tomorrow.
Excuse me.
Delightful. Thank you for sharing that, Corey. For the KNC Masterpiece right here on 105 through the Fan. Coming up next, Emmy Award winner, host of the Alternate Routes podcast and DraftKings Network NFL analyst Trey Wingo joins the the show right here on 105.3 The Fan.
You've made us #1 in DFW.
What they say?
Thank you for laughing and enjoying some quality sports conversations on the Fans KNC Masterpiece. Always on the Odyssey app. Presented by Comerica.
Here, Chip Follow sitting here with Jeff Jr. at Trajan Wealth. Now, Jeff, you've helped a lot of people determine how much to put into their 401k and what investments to put it into, but you mentioned a big mistake that most people make. What is that?
One of the biggest mistakes people make is leaving their 401k behind when they leave their job. And another big mistake is rolling it into your new 401k.
Really? Why is that?
By leaving it behind, you completely lose control. You never want to leave your money with an old employer. And if you roll it into a new 401k, you'll often have limited investment options and may incur costs to do so. Trajan Wealth can help complete the paperwork free of charge and do a tax-free rollover. We can then help invest it according to your exact retirement goals and not just what the employer is offering.
If you've got an old 401k or one that you rolled into a new employer, call Trajan Wealth today at 469-579-3500. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Hey, it's Matt, your leaf filter trusted pro. Gutters are an often neglected part of the home. They're also one of the most important. Clogged, overflowing gutters can cause serious problems like foundation damage or basement flooding, which can cost thousands of dollars to fix. Let's face it, cleaning gutters yourself is not only a hassle, it can be dangerous. But when you get leaf filter, you'll never have to worry about cleaning clogged gutters again. Get started today by visiting leaffilter.com/gutter to schedule your free inspection. If you decide to move forward, we'll professionally clean, realign, and seal your gutters before installing our patented stainless steel micro mesh system. Leaf Filter keeps out everything but the water. And it's backed by a lifetime transferable no clogs warranty, so you're protected for good. We're in your neighborhood and ready to help. Visit Leaf Filter today for a free inspection and estimate, and you could save up to 30%. Visit leaffilter.com/gutter. That's leaffilter.com/gutter.
Guy Fieri called Palmer's Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich a destination dish. Make Palmer's your destination. Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp in the Lakewood area, Mockingbird and Abrams in Hillside Village. Open 7 days a week with catering and live music. Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp.
Did you know that 1 in 10 couples are affected by CD? Talking to your technician about comfort dysfunction isn't easy, but it's definitely a conversation worth having. 40,000 customers have had their CD talk with Reliant Air Conditioning. When you're ready for yours, visit ReliantAirConditioning.com for helpful conversation starters and to learn how a new Carrier Infinity system from Reliant can help.
Do not call Reliant if you enjoy getting ripped off, as this may cause an unsafe rise in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Reliant, as this may increase your chances of hugging a certified technician.
The most common side effects of calling Reliant include quality service, saving up to 56% on your utility bills, and a very satisfied wife. Before calling Reliant, ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for extreme comfort.
In a rare event of comfort dysfunction lasting more than 4 hours, seek immediate relief by calling Reliant Air Conditioning at 877-YOUR-HERO. That's 877-YOUR-HERO or ReliantAirConditioning.com.
We make sure hackers don't mess with Texas. Telesystems' job is to allow business leaders to sleep better at night, knowing that their cybersecurity, networking, and communications stay connected and protected. Visit hackersuck.com to learn more. IT is about trust.
The boys welcome New Orleans this week. Our fan coverage starts at 9 Sunday morning with the Governors kickoff at noon on your official home of America's team, 105.3 The Fan. This segment of The Fan is brought to you by Glass Doctor.
Hi, this is Larry Patterson, owner of Glass Doctor. The auto specialist at Glass Doctor replace modern windshields much better than dealer quality. They
texts, we have conversations with people. We've gotten to know our listeners, and a lot of times on our fan texts, we have conversations with people. We've gotten to know our listeners, our audience very well. And it's one of those things that really, it's very deep. Those scars have happened to us in times, but at the same time, we have a platform, we have a place where we get to have these conversations with people. And I was just kind of curious for you, because sports is a great place to start. Have you had any of those moments that have been very poignant for you, or kind of life-changing with your audience over the years, where you've had something impact you and you've been able to share it mental health-wise or whatever with your audience, and you've grown from it?
Yeah, when we did a piece once on Arizona Live talking about my best day, when it was just written about this guy who had all sorts of tragedies in his life, and he just needed something to sort of help him get through. So we started asking people to write in and tell them about their best day. And afterwards, we went around the set, and it was me, Teddy Bruschi, Herm Edwards, and Damian Woody that day. We were all asking about what our best day was. And, we have 2 kids, and they're grown, and they're doing wonderful now. But when our daughter was born, she didn't speak for the first 2.5 years of her life. And we took her and got her tested, and it turned out she had some developmental issues and, needed some help. And, I remember when we went in to the doctor, and I said, well, she can be able to go to school and have a normal life. And they said, we really don't know the answer to that. So she was in special services up until 10th grade. And 10th grade, she decided, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to just try and fight for it. She graduated National Honor Society and got into her college of her choice. And the day we got that phone call, that was a really good day. So, that's just something that just came to the top of my mind there.
Trey, I want to, first off, thank you for sharing that. As a father who's, our audience knows this, my daughter was born with special needs as well, and she's in middle school right now. And we've been going to Cleveland Clinic to work on her seizures for pretty much her whole life. As somebody who has experienced that and shared that, man, I'm very proud for her, and I'm proud for that moment. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that.
No, thank you for asking. We don't do that enough. Especially as dudes, we tend to try and bury all this stuff. And that's always going to be one of the greatest days of my life.
Well, shameless plug right here then. We do a marathon charity show the day before Thanksgiving to support My Possibilities, which is a facility that caters specifically to people with Okay. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Now let's have some fun and talk some sports.
Football. All right. So,
transition.
There we go.
There's a lot to get to. I was curious your thoughts. I mean, and it all kind of revolves around the same thing. Your thoughts about the play of Jordan Mason, the absence of Christian McCaffrey, and then Jordan Mason potentially tipping his hand that he got told on Friday that he was probably going to start.
And then Kyle Shanahan saying, I didn't tell him on Friday. I don't know what you're talking about there. Nothing to see here. Carry on, my wayward son. Look, I'm a sucker for guys that, when they have an opportunity to step up and be that guy for their team and get that chance, and they do it. It's awesome, right? That's what you live for. Everyone wants that opportunity, and next man up is the philosophy in the NFL. And this is a guy who's had some success before. I think it was in December of 2022. He was playing and ripped off like almost a 58 or 60-yard run against Seattle that really sealed the game in the fourth quarter, and that helped the Niners win. That helped the Niners win the division that year. So it's a guy who had stepped up before, and to see him do what he did against what we all believe still is a really good defense for the Jets. Now, I thought the Niners were going to win, but if you would have told me that they're going to roll up 400-plus yards of offense and almost double the time of possession against that Jets defense without Christian McCaffrey, I would have said, I don't think so. So that's why, it's the stupidest thing in the world. That's why you play the games, right? You play it for these kind of things to happen, because it's never scripted. It's never written that this is going to happen the way you think it is. And then you have the game and it plays out, and it was just awesome. It was awesome to see that guy step up and accept the challenge and make the most of it.
The other part of that is a lot of people going, hey, anybody can run in that San Francisco scheme. And there's part of it that I do believe, but I also believe, man, you have to be fast. You have to be able to get to that hole, and you have to be the body that can actually do the job too.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like a lot of people, Raheem Mostert has had a lot of success in that San Francisco offense, and now, of course, he's down in Miami and having success there as well. So Kyle Shanahan, like, if you're a running back, you don't like playing for Kyle Shanahan, I don't know what your problem is. Okay, like the you problem, that is not a Kyle Shanahan problem. So for him to step up though and do it, it just really, again, it was all. I mean, this game, the Niners went to the Super Bowl, okay, and had a 10-point lead against the Chiefs. Yet the only thing everybody was talking about was Aaron Rodgers' return and the Jets. And the 49ers said, hold my beer. We don't freaking care about any of that. And went out there and punched him. They punched him in the mouth, which